Jason Spangler, the SanteeSwapper here. My gosh, this is 57 pounds of scouting memorabilia. And honestly, it may be the strangest unboxing that I've ever done, because the guy that I bought this from, oh man, we went round and round. It was one of those things where I would send him an email and a week later I would get an email back, and it would kind of be jarbled, not very clear what he was trying to tell me. The other thing that was kind of unusual about this collection was it was very obvious this collection did not come from someone who actually was a scout and went through the program. Instead, what I could kind of piece together is that maybe this person was kind of a picker, maybe somebody who went to auctions and bought stuff. And he kind of expressed to me that him and his wife were coming up on hard financial times, they needed to sell stuff. And so he was kind of anxious to sell me these items, but he was also very technologically challenged. And so he wasn't really able to send me very good pictures of what he had. So for example, I'm not sure how he packed this box, but in the end, he sent me a picture and there was like, yeah, this is the box of patches. And there was like a box yay big full of patches. I have no idea what patches were in there. And so I ended up buying this collection. We've already done the deal. Money's been exchanged, everything. Without really knowing what's in here. I know of one thing in here I'm really looking forward to seeing. So I hope you'll stick around and watch what may be my most unusual unboxing. Wow, this is heavy. There's got to be something super heavy in the bottom of this that's just weighing it down. All right, I finally got this box cut open, and oh my God, 57 pounds. I'm really not sure what all's in here. I'll just start pulling stuff out. You know, sometimes I do a little dump where I dump stuff out, but I don't think that would be very wise in this situation. I don't know what would come out. Let's see what this is. This is kind of rattling around. So, all right, cool. Yeah, this is a bag of neckerchief slides. And so, you know, we got some Neil slides here, several Neil slides. Oh, some of them are really nice looking. And Neil slides were made by a company. They were sold, mass produced and sold. And so you see these a lot in scouting collections. A couple of patches in here, but mostly Neil slides. The ones that are kind of good, that are worth a little bit of money, are the ones that were made for specific events. So if you had an event and you went through the trouble of getting a Neil slide made for it, then that might be really a keeper. But the ones that are kind of generic, not so much. And there are some other ones here. I think this is a Torchy one. There's a couple of different slide manufacturers back in the day. And so here's some from a different manufacturer. You can tell it's a different style and how they made it. But this is just kind of a miscellaneous bag. So I did find in here a little note that has some handwritten information. There's neckerchiefs, shirts, pants, belts, flags. On this one here, it's got his contact information. Oh, it wrote me a little nice note. So, oh, very cool. So, you know, sometimes I'll deal with people. It's a little hard to kind of communicate since you're doing email. And this guy said that he was a farmer actually. And so his timing of when he could respond and stuff, he sort of worked different hours than me maybe, was a little different. So this is kind of an odd little bag that again just has jumbled up stuff. There's some ribbons here and there's just some, you know, random patches. You know, like there's I mean a modern Cub Scout belt buckle, and then things like buttons. So this is going to be a super random unboxing because this is not a traditional collector who got stuff and kind of like organized it. Like here is a crushed, what is that? A regatta boat. All right, here's one of the things that I had seen in pictures. This is a vest. So this is sort of like a 1970s scout vest with some nice patches on it, mostly event patches. Here's a wad of Order the Arrow sashes. Again, just probably stuff where he went to the auction and just got a bunch of stuff. Another crushed, ruined thing there. Oh man, this is pretty heavy. Let's pull this down. I don't know what's in this bag. This is one of those bags that's kind of like a pillow or blanket bag when you get it from the department store. So in here we have hats, National Leadership Seminar, South Georgia Council. I think I did mention this guy was from Georgia. There's an old Boy Scout one. Then some neckerchiefs. These are going to be pretty random. Early Bird Camper, Transatlantic Council, 1975. Camp Freedom. So you know that is from overseas, actually. That's a camp over in, I believe, England, I think. I could get that wrong. Some more random neckerchiefs here. These ones don't seem to have prints on them. And then here's a really yummy looking Cub Scout hat. Not all these things are going to be saved, unfortunately. And then let's see what we've got. There is, somewhere in this collection there's a flag that I thought was really cool. Maybe that might be what this is. Oh yeah, here we go, here we go. All right, this is something really cool. I saw this in the picture and I knew it was old. So I was like, oh man, I wonder what, but I didn't want to press them and say, you know, hey, can you tell me what you've got? All right, Alapaha, oh, here we go. Alapaha Area Council. And then, good gosh, what is this? Valdosta, Georgia. Oh my God, and this thing is huge. What's the size on this? I don't know. So this is a freaking council flag that is gigantic. Like I'm holding it arm to arm, that's as wide as I can get it. And it is vintage and it is beautiful. It is just beautiful, double-sided. Oh man, you know, this is why I really pursued this collection. There's a couple things in there I saw in the pictures and I was like, ooh, I want that. And I had no idea what was in the rest of these boxes, but I knew I saw that flag. I got excited. I wasn't so excited about belts, web belts. Still a couple more flags in here. This is sort of the generic one that you would have for the BSA. I actually know someone who would like to use that this summer. Let's peek at this one. This could be a troop flag. Yep, that's what this is. So this is Troop 877. Fitzgerald, Georgia. So, you know, a lot of times when troops fold for different reasons, their flags will kind of get, you know, maybe the scoutmaster will take the flag or somebody will take the flag. And so that's where that one ended up. Here's a nice little Philmont one. Here's a little, again, so random. This is somebody's kit from, all right, let's just keep pulling stuff out, guys. So there's one more thing I'm really looking for in here, and I found it. Yes. All right. This is what I was looking for. This is what I get excited about. This is a 1950s, early 50s, actually could be 1940s. I need to go do some homework. Explorer shirt. And the thing that I'm most excited about is that it has all of the insignia on it. So you have the merit badge sash, and then you have a square eagle patch, which that actually might help me date this along with the merit badges. And then we have an Eagle Scout medal with palms. We have a Type 2 silver award and a God and Country. So this is one of those display items where I'm like, man, that would make a beautiful display. He had this hanging up. He probably knew this was a winner, and so he had this hanging up. Now I have lots of Eagle medals. I have several silver medals. So it's not that these are ones that I didn't have, but what I really love about it is that it's all together. And here's the other piece that I love. I didn't show this to you before. These are the Explorer rating strips, which would have allowed the Scout to earn that silver award. And so the silver award, you kind of go back into the history of it. There was a time where you had to earn a certain number of Explorer rating strips in order to qualify for the silver award. So I'll be real curious to grab an Explorer manual and just check out this uniform and see if I can match exactly what time period that's going to work with. The other reason I'm excited about this is because I've been invited to a venturing crew nearby in Charlotte, and next week I'm going to go do a talk about the history of senior scouting and what kind of eventually led to the venturing program. And this is going to be one of my main exhibits, to have this uniform with the merit badge sash showing that the older scout or senior scout program in the BSA goes way, way, way back. They've been working on this forever. Venturing is kind of the modern version of this. But in the 1950s, it would have been the Explorers, and then having the Eagle medals and the Silver Award and the sash and the rating strips, it just tells the whole story. So this is what I was super excited about in this collection. So I guess I could just end the unboxing now, because whatever is in here is just bonus, because I got what I really wanted. So anyways, there's some uniform pieces. We'll kind of keep going, obviously. I'm curious too. I have no idea what that is. Oh my God, there's still much more. All right. And this was another thing. I kind of forgot this was in there. So this is a very old, I'm not gonna say this is Eisner, but this is a very, very old Scout tunic or uniform, and it has some brass pins there. It has a veteran patch here. I think that is a 5-year veteran patch. And then over here on this sleeve, we have a position patch. And I think, I'm not going to nail this on here, I think that is going to be Assistant Scoutmaster. I don't absolutely know. I think that's Assistant Scoutmaster because I think that Scoutmaster is more of all silver. So this is very cool. This is staying in my collection. I don't have one of these that I can really display. So, you know, I guess if you're a picker, you just get random stuff and you don't really know what the guy's going to end up with. And so here's another one of these bags. This bag just has a bunch of camporee patches. There's a whole stack of these camporee patches in here. So trust me, I would show you if there was something really, really cool. Here's sort of a modern Alapaha Area Council. This is where the guy was from. He was down, I believe, in the town of Valdosta, Georgia. Throw that over there. Are we ready for a flop? Maybe this will be a good time to go ahead and just do a dump, huh? All right, let's try that. All right, I'm kind of getting impatient. I want to see what's in here. All right, looks like a ton of uniforms, which actually is fine because I work at a summer camp in the summer. And so I will get all of these Boy Scout uniform pieces washed up and I will get them recycled, maybe even this weekend. This weekend we have a staff event where I'm going to see my staff, and I could see taking these uniform parts and offering them to my camp staff. Even on Thursday nights at camp, these old uniforms might find a home because we do something called a Throwback Thursday, where on Thursday nights the guys and gals wear vintage Scout uniforms. So there's just a mountain of tan shirts here, which I still think are serviceable, even though it's not the modern style. The color still works. So I think all these tan shirts can definitely get reused. So let me just keep pushing some of these uniform parts to the side. This is where all the weight came from. I'm so glad that the 57 pounds was not 20 pounds worth of Scout mugs. That would have really been disappointing. But there's still some stuff in here. Oh, this is pretty cool. A really nice wood badge jacket from South Georgia Council. This is a nice material. It's even got the guy's name on it. I don't know why he would have taken it to the cleaners. This pair of pants goes with that uniform that I just had a minute ago. Very cool. Look at the back. I've got a strap on them, so that's going to be a keeper. And then is there anything else in here? Too much, just some jackets, more uniforms. I don't think there's any more bags of patches. I think this is a Jamboree jacket. Yeah, from 97. I've had one of these before. This is a Jamboree jacket from 1997. So, whew. All right, guys. I said this was going to be the unusual unboxing, and that is absolutely true. A ton of uniforms, but there's also some really cool pieces in here. So even if I just bought this for that great council flag, the uniform, the Explorer shirt with the whole sash and everything, I would be happy. But now I also have a mountain of scouting uniforms that I can recycle maybe to my camp staff this weekend. So Jason Spangler, the SanteeSwapper, thank you for watching this video. Check out my website, scoutpatchcollectors.com. There you'll find more videos like this, my newsletter that goes out several times a week to memorabilia collectors, and also my podcast. Thanks again for watching.